Welcome back to the journey of Team 27. I'm Scott Hall. The Herd got the early start on Sunday with needing to play the Rhode Island Rams, and then a second game against Kennesaw State, the one that was originally moved from Friday due to the temperatures dropping that night. Now Marshall had a 2-1 record for the weekend, after the two victories over ETSU and suffering the loss to the Owls. So finishing with a winning weekend was not a guarantee. However, on this day, the Bats got hot early versus the Rams, but then fell through a little lapse in the rematch with the Owls. Still, the team showed flashes of great ability at the plate and on defense, including one play from a newcomer, honored as a top moment of the weekend. More plays for the Herd to build confidence and momentum on the journey of Team 27.
After getting some rest from a long day on Saturday, Marshall came out against Rhode Island and got the offense going right away. In the bottom of the first, on her birthday, Maya Stevenson delivered with her first triple of the year. Then scored easily on a double from Sage Pye. The Bats kept cruising along in the bottom of the second.
Rousseau drives this one over into left center field. That's going to get all the way back to the fence. Rousseau rounds first and will stop in at second with a stand-up double. First pitch, Chelemen drops the bunt. Rolling over towards third, scooping it up, tossing to first, and dropped. Cassie Swenson, the second baseman, just couldn't quite hang on to it. Birch goes after the first pitch, lifts this one high and deep over to left center field. Back there, a couple of outfielders. But that will allow Rousseau to tag up and come home, so sacrifice fly from Blakely Birch. Chelemen off and running. The throw is behind the bag at second. Chelemen slides in safely with a stolen base. Harrell coming up on almost 30 games in her career as she has been walked at least twice. Harrell drives this one to deep center field. Look up and say goodbye. It's on top of the nets of the tennis courts. Allie Harrell blasts her fourth home run of the season.
The Herd collected two more hits in the inning from Stevenson and Pye. However, Rhode Island finally ended the inning as Marshall led 4-0. Team 27 was also starring on the other side of the ball as the defense came through with several great plays throughout the first 4 innings.
Grounder to short, Huerta backhands it, turns and fires to Harrell, and Harrell scoops it up for the out. And now she drives one towards the line in left field, but Rachel Rousseau tracks it down.
However, the best defensive highlights were yet to come. The offense picked up steam again in the fourth as Armani Brown got it started with a lead-off bloop single.
Harrell takes the next pitch down low. Brown off and running for second, slides in safely with a stolen base. Next pitch to Harrell. They'll go through the 3-4 hole into right field, and Allie Harrell has another RBI as Brown comes home to score easily.
Sage Pye came through with her third hit of the game. Then Chloe Lee came in to run at first. Next, Haley Christopher reached on a single to left on the 11th pitch of the at-bat, putting 2 on for Sierra Huerta.
Next pitch, Huerta grounds that one just fair over the third base bag into the corner. Chloe Lee comes home to score. Christopher also coming around. She's waved around from third. Huerta stops at second. Throw home, not in time.
Marshall now led 7-0, and the defense kept the shutout intact in the top of the fifth, including 2 highlight reel catches in right from Chloe Lee.
Zingerman waits on the changeup, lifts that one over to right center field. Flying in is Chloe Lee, and she makes the catch. This one's lifted over towards shallow right field. Lee on the run again, makes another sliding catch. A couple of highlight plays here in the top of the fifth inning from Chloe Lee.
Grace Chelemen finished it off with a catch in center. The Herd needed just one more run to end the game early. And with Blakely Birch legging out an infield single, then stealing second, and Brown moving Birch to third on another infield single, the stage was set for Allie Harrell to push Marshall to the run rule win.
Harrell lifts one way sky high. Coming up underneath is Villarreal. She will make the catch. Tagging up and heading for home. Sliding in safely is Birch. Sacrifice fly for Allie Harrell, and that will end the ball game as well.
Team 27 had the hot bats in Game 1 with 14 hits and 6 going for extra bases. Harrell drove in 4 runs for the 3rd time this season. However, the sticks grew cold in crucial situations in the rematch with Kennesaw State. Marshall was able to continually put runners on base, as there were just 2 innings that the Herd went down in order. However, the only run of the contest came in the top of the 2nd as Maya Stevenson drove home Grace Chelemen. Marshall tallied 10 hits in the loss. It was the 8th time in the Herd's first 13 games reaching double-digit hits. They just could not find the timely ones. The defense provided some highlights of its own, as Delaney Haberlin and Lainey Jones tallied a few Ks, while Haley Christopher, Rachel Rousseau, and Sierra Huerta all flashed their talents. However, the defensive highlight of the tournament came from Chelemen in left center.
Over towards the gap in left center, diving forward, making the catch is Grace Chelemen. Chelemen with full extension, the glove near the turf, and she makes the catch for out number 1.
Chelemen's diving snag was named a top 5 play of the weekend from NCAA Softball. Despite the loss, Marshall still came through with another winning weekend, along with more great highlights and moments on the journey of Team 27.